Your car battery is dying faster than it should. Not because it is cheap, not because of the weather, because nobody told you how to maintain it. German mechanics figured this out decades ago. The rest of the world is still replacing batteries every 3 years and wondering why. That stops today. In this video, we'll talk about 10 German methods you can use to double your car battery's life in just minutes. It may sound too good to be true, but it doesn't become a lifesaver for you until you test it for yourself. 1. Check terminal voltage with a multimeter. Now, here is something German mechanics do that most car owners never do once in their entire lives, and it barely takes any time. They check battery voltage every 3 months. Not when something feels wrong, not when the car struggles to start. Every 3 months on a fixed schedule with a $12 tool from any hardware store. That tool is a multimeter. 2 probes, 1 screen. Touch the red probe to the positive terminal, black probe to the negative terminal, engine completely off. The number on the screen tells you exactly what condition your battery is in right now. 12.6 to 12.8 volts, healthy and fully charged. 12.4 volts, 75%, still acceptable. 12.2 volts, 50%, needs attention today. Below 12.0 volts, the battery is in critical condition, and sulfation is actively destroying the internal plates as you stand there looking at it. Sulfation is what kills batteries. When voltage drops below 12.4 and stays there, sulfate crystals harden onto the lead plates inside. Those crystals do not dissolve when you recharge. They stick permanently and eat away at capacity every single month until the battery cannot start the car. Write the reading down with the date. Do it every 3 months. When you see the numbers dropping gradually over time, you replace the battery on your own schedule, at a store you chose, on a day that works for you. Not on a freezing morning in a parking lot waiting for a tow truck. 2. Clean terminal corrosion. With baking soda, look at your battery terminals right now. If you see white or greenish powder sitting on those metal posts, that powder is actively blocking the charge going into your battery. That is not dirt. That is lead sulfate and copper oxide. And every amp your alternator produces has to fight through that layer just to reach the battery. Varda measured this. Corroded terminals reduce charging efficiency by up to 30%. Your alternator is working, the engine is running, and 30% of the charge never makes it to the battery. The battery slowly starves. The fix costs 50 cents. 1 teaspoon of baking soda mixed into 1 cup of water. That is the exact solution German fleet mechanics use. Disconnect the negative cable first, then the positive. Pour the solution directly onto the terminals. It fizzes immediately. That is the acid neutralizing right in front of you. Scrub with a wire brush. Rinse with plain water. Dry with a cloth. Done. The metal should look clean and slightly shiny when you finish. Reconnect positive first, then negative. Tighten both firmly. That buildup that was blocking 30% of your charge is completely gone. Your alternator can now deliver full power to the battery on every single drive. 3. Apply petroleum jelly on terminals. Cleaning the terminals fixes today's problem. Petroleum jelly prevents the problem from coming back. Corrosion forms because oxygen and moisture in the air contact bare metal. That chemical reaction produces the white and green powder. Stop the oxygen from reaching the metal and the reaction never starts. After the terminals are clean and dry, put a small amount of petroleum jelly, the size of a pea, on each terminal post and cable clamp. That thin coating seals the metal from the air. No oxygen contact, no corrosion. Clean terminals until your next check 3 months from now. Bosch includes this step in their official service documentation for certified mechanics across Germany. The German term is Polschutzfett, terminal protection grease, listed as mandatory, not optional. A tube of petroleum jelly costs $3. It lasts years. This one habit alone extends battery life significantly and costs almost nothing to maintain. 4. Test alternator voltage. With engine running. Here is a situation that happens constantly. A car owner replaces their battery. A year later, the new battery is already weak. They replace it again. Same problem comes back. Nobody ever figures out why. The battery was never the problem. The alternator was destroying every single battery from the inside out. A failing alternator either undercharges, never fully restoring the battery after startup, or overcharges, pushing too much voltage and boiling the water out of the battery's internal electrolyte. Both kill batteries fast and silently. Same multimeter from Hack 1. Start the engine, let it idle. Red probe on positive, black on negative, engine running. A healthy alternator reads 13.8 to 14.8 volts. Below 13.5 volts, the alternator is undercharging. Every drive leaves the battery slightly more depleted than before. Sulfation builds. Battery dies early. Above 14.8 volts. Overcharging. The alternator is cooking the battery from the inside on every single drive. One customer in Frankfurt replaced 4 batteries in 6 years. Every mechanic told him it was a bad battery. One technician finally tested the alternator. 15.6 volts at idle. The voltage regulator was completely gone. One alternator replacement later, his next battery lasted 7 years. Test alternator voltage once a year. It catches the problem that destroys battery after battery, while the battery keeps taking all the blame. 5. Tighten terminal clamps properly. A loose terminal clamp is one of the sneakiest battery killers on this list. It looks tight, it feels tight, but it is slowly draining your battery on every single drive. When the clamp connection is even slightly loose, current flow between the alternator and the battery gets interrupted. The battery receives incomplete charges on every drive. Voltage drifts downward week by week. The car starts fine on Monday, struggles on Thursday, and completely fails on a Saturday morning when you actually need it. The test is simple. After tightening the clamp with a 10mm or 13mm wrench, grab the cable right next to the terminal and try to rotate it around the battery post. If it moves even slightly, the clamp is too loose. Tighten it further and test again. 0 movement means the connection is correct. Most people tighten by feel and stop too early. German mechanics tighten firmly until resistance increases, then add one final quarter turn. That last quarter turn is the difference between a secure connection and one that vibrates loose within weeks of normal driving. If this is already saving your battery, hit like right now. Drop a comment. Let us know which of these methods were you never told about before. 6. Clean the battery case. Top surface. The top of your battery is draining it right now, and you probably have no idea. Battery acid vapor rises from inside during charging. That vapor settles on the top surface of the battery case. Dust and grime from under the hood stick to it. Together, they form a thin conductive film connecting the positive and negative sides of the battery across the top of the case. That film drains the battery while the car sits parked. Slowly, quietly, every hour. You park the car at full charge on Friday. By Monday morning, the voltage has dropped more than it should. You blame the battery. The battery is fine. The dirty case is the problem. Take a cloth dampened with the same baking soda solution from Hack 2 and wipe the entire top surface of the battery. Pay extra attention to the area directly between the 2 terminals. That is where the conductive film does the most damage. Rinse with a damp cloth and dry completely. German fleet drivers wipe the battery case surface during every monthly check. It directly protects the battery from a drain most mechanics never even think to look for. 7. Check and secure the battery. Hold down bracket. Under your battery, there is a bracket or clamp holding it firmly in the tray. If that bracket is loose or missing entirely, your battery is vibrating itself to death on every single drive. Inside the battery, lead plates hold the active material that stores electrical charge. Constant vibration shakes that material loose from the plates. It falls to the bottom of the battery case. That capacity is gone permanently. No charging, no maintenance, nothing restores it. Grab the battery with both hands and try to move it side to side, then front to back. Zero movement means the bracket is secure. Any movement at all means it needs tightening immediately. One car owner had batteries dying every 2 years consistently. 3 batteries in 6 years, all blamed on bad luck. The hold-down bolt was missing completely. The battery had been bouncing around in the tray the entire time. A new bolt installed, hold-down secured. His next battery lasted 6 years without a single issue. 8. Inspect battery cables for visible damage. Battery cables carry enormous amounts of current. When either cable is damaged, the battery suffers for it on every single drive. Run your eyes along both cables from the terminal all the way to where they connect at the other end. Look for cracked or split insulation, exposed bare wire, fraying at either end, and any discoloration or melting that suggests heat damage. Pay close attention to the ends where the cables connect to the engine block and body ground. The battery end might look perfect while the ground end is completely corroded. That ground connection is just as critical as the terminal at the battery itself. A damaged cable creates resistance. Resistance means heat and incomplete charging. The battery never receives full charge. Sulfation develops. The owner replaces the battery and connects it to the same damaged cable. The problem starts again immediately with the brand new battery. A replacement cable costs $25 to $40. It eliminates a hidden electrical problem that most people never identify and saves hundreds in unnecessary battery replacements. 9. Check electrolyte level in battery cells. This hack applies to batteries with removable caps on top, not sealed maintenance-free batteries. But if your battery has those 6 small round caps across the top, checking the electrolyte level is critical. Inside each cell, lead plates sit submerged in electrolyte, a mixture of sulfuric acid and distilled water. As the battery charges and discharges over time, water slowly evaporates from that mixture. When the level drops far enough, the tops of the lead plates become exposed to air. Exposed plates sulfate within days. That damage is permanent and severe. Remove the caps carefully. Keep your face away from any splashing. Look inside each cell. The electrolyte should sit about a 1/4 inch above the tops of the visible plates. If the plates are exposed or the level is close to them, add distilled water only. Never tap water. Tap water contains minerals that contaminate the electrolyte and accelerate internal corrosion from the inside out. Add water slowly until the level covers the plates with a 1/4 inch of fluid above them. Replace the caps firmly. Wipe any spilled electrolyte off the case immediately with the baking soda solution from Hack 2. Distilled water costs $1 per gallon. This one check has saved batteries that were days away from complete internal failure. 10. Test for parasitic drain. With a multimeter, your car is parked, engine off, everything switched off, and something is still draining the battery. Every car has a small normal draw when parked. Clocks, computer memory, alarm systems. That normal draw sits between 20 and 50 milliamps. Completely safe. But when a relay sticks, a module never fully powers down. or an interior light stays on somewhere hidden. That draw jumps to 200, 300, sometimes 400 milliamps. At 200 milliamps, a fully charged battery drains to a critically low voltage within 4 days of sitting parked. The test uses the same multimeter set to measure DC amps. Disconnect the negative battery cable. Connect the multimeter between the negative cable end and the negative battery post. Close all doors, switch everything off, and wait until every computer module in the car fully powers down before reading the meter. Below 50 milliamps, completely normal. Above 80 milliamps, something is actively draining the battery and needs to be found immediately. Pull fuses one at a time while watching the meter. When the reading drops sharply after pulling a specific fuse, that fuse identifies exactly which circuit is causing the problem. From there, a mechanic identifies the specific component fast. This test finds hidden electrical problems that drain and destroy batteries over weeks, while the owner assumes the battery is simply getting old. In most cases, the battery is perfectly fine. Something else is killing it. Find that something, and the battery lives years longer than it ever would have otherwise. Your battery just got years added to its life. Subscribe now for more videos on car maintenance hacks that save you money and keep your vehicle running longer.